Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys had a blessed weekend, and I'm just here back with another video, to encourage, to motivate you guys, man, to fight the good fight. You here for a reason. You probably thought you wasn't gonna see today, but you here and you're blessed. God is not done with you. Today is another day to show gratitude. Gratitude, like I always say, it allow you to appreciate your situation and understand that you are blessed and you are victorious. And that's what I want you guys to know, that you are victorious. The battle is not yours. The battle is the Lord's. You woke up today for a reason, and today is the day to attack. Continue to plan, continue to manifest, continue to work towards your goals and whatever it is you're chasing. Don't look at yesterday's mistakes and allow them to affect or allow you to feel some type of way about today. Or don't look too far ahead. Don't look for tomorrow, or worry about tomorrow negatives or tomorrow problems, but live for today. And you will learn that if you take it day by day, you're able to have that peace. You're able to have that fulfillment, and know that you're blessed. You know what I'm saying? Ask God for his daily bread, which is supply me for what I need today. The battle was already won. A lot of us sit and dwell on our circumstance and our situation and allow that to determine our win or our loss. But no, the battle is already won. God is already victorious. He already sent out his angels. He already put people in place for you to be victorious in the end. The thing is, we move off emotion and we move off feelings. Things that's only gonna hurt us temporarily or give us that fulfillment, temporarily. But no, don't move off emotions and feelings or what your situation say. God already put in place everything that you need to be victorious. He just waiting on you to submit to him. Tell him your worries, tell him your anxiety, what's hurting you, what's keeping you from reaching, his will or fulfilling his will. He already feel your pain. He understand why you act a certain way, why you react to things a certain way, because that's why he came, to give you those, that comfortability, to give you those lessons and, the things that's gonna allow you to be victorious in the end. You going through everything that he planned right now, for he made the vision, for he made the plan, and he written everything that it is that you gotta face, and that's what you're going through. So don't fall victim to your situation, but understand and know that you're victorious. How do I know I'm victorious? A lot of us probably thought we wasn't gonna see today. A lot of our situations is telling us that man, I don't even want to deal with these problems tomorrow. It's so much today that I'm dealing with that if I wake up tomorrow, and I deal with these same things, I'm afraid of what I might feel or what I might do. But no, you're victorious. You saw this day for a reason. You here for a reason. And everything you're going through is working out. How do I know I'm victorious? I read this sermon or the story in the Bible, and about this man named Gideon. And one thing about God, he's going to meet you, where you most fearful at. He's going to meet you halfway, if you just do your end. And a lot of us questioning God of why we going through what we going through, but we fail to look in the lesson, that's going to give us the knowledge, give us the wisdom, give us the understanding of life or our situation and what we going through, and be victorious. He met Gideon, in a fearful state. He met Gideon running away from war, coward, being a coward and, being of little of faith. And Gideon reminded me, or may remind you guys of yourself at sometimes, where all the chaos is going on, we run and we hide from our problems and allow our problems to get the best of us. But he met Gideon, right? And God used Gideon to overcome, to beat out an army of 300,000 men, just with 300 men. And in that process, in that journey, Gideon questioned God. He used, his weaknesses, to try to go against what God had planned for him. A lot of us using our weaknesses and things that we think, is not going to allow us to progress, to not go or fulfill the will that God has for us, or to not allow us to be victorious. Some of us may feel like we can't, be a motivational speaker, because we stutter or we don't have the correct vocabulary. Some of us may feel like, we can't get this job because we don't have the right credentials, or, the right people or things in mind. But God doesn't qualify, those who have the right credentials. He qualified those. He called the qualifiers. He know your weaknesses. He know your strengths. And back to the story of Gideon, in your mind, do you think 300 men can beat out an army of 300,000? The numbers, it just doesn't add up. But when God is in the midst, when God has his hands and, his grace and mercy, in the midst of it, you're able to do exceedingly and abundantly. And Gideon went on to overcome these false idols and things that was going against God, going against him, that was going to not allow his situation to progress, or not allow his people to progress. And God gave him the vision. God gave him the steps and the guidance and the directions to go. And the whole plan, it was, even though he was so doubtful, even though he was so, questioning God of what it is, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to go out into war and beat all these people. But the one thing he had was God, and the one thing you guys have is God. Seek God. Seek what it is that he wants you to accomplish, and submit to him. Cry out to him. He feel your cries. He feel the pain you feel. But it's up to you to put in that work. For faith without works is dead. It's impossible to have fear and faith, dwelled in the same, the same situations. A lot of us fear, our situations, or what's going to happen to us if we go this way. A lot of us fear leaning on God, understanding, because we think we know what's best for us. But the victory is already won. God knows your struggles. He knows everything that you're going through. Submit to him. Give him the worries and the anxiety and everything that's holding you back. But because we can't fight the battle on our own. How many times you're going to mourn and continue to allow your situation to get the best of you? Control what you can't control. You can't control everything, but you do have the resources. You do have a God, that's the same. Everybody changed on you. Think about the people who changed and walked out, and, your situation changed and you change. You wake up feeling a different way, every day, but you have a faithful God. You have a true God. Utilize your spiritual resources, because everything you're facing in the physical realm is just problems that you're having in the spiritual realm. Seek God. Get back in space of prayer and worship. Control what you can't control. Don't worry about tomorrow, but live for today. God has already put people in place, people in position. God already sent out his angels to, make the path clear, make the way clear. But we are going against what he has for us, and we think we know what's best for us. So submit to God, remain true to him, for his word is true. As we seen that things may change around us, but if we turn to God, he's always there to be an ear. He's always there to listen, and he's always available. He's just waiting for us to become available and do what he has set out for us to do. And a lot of us think that we're not ready for that, or a lot of us think we just know what's best for us. And you're going to see that when you lean on your own understanding, when you put energy and work into people, into things that's not according to God's will. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us are saying this now, that it's just not going to work out. The victory is won. The battle is not yours. God is in the midst, and allow his will to be done, and you won't regret it. I promise you that. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you guys for listening in.